us,
Yeah. What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Silver Sight. Today's gonna be a little bit more casual. We are just kind of yapping, catching up. We had some content planned, like we said last time, but apparently Ironheart was only 2 weeks instead of the 6 that we anticipated. So we're just on here talking about any and everything. So drop your ideas or topics in the comments. Let us know what you want us to talk about, and we'll go from there. But yeah. So I didn't see Jurassic World this weekend because I feel like I was so irritated because remember I was saying my Wi-Fi was off, and man, I just was like I was so down and so irritated the whole weekend,
I
and then
bet.
I was gonna go see it Monday, and then at the local theater, but then I was like, it don't start streaming until 7:30. I get off at 5. Like I'm not about to wait downtown for 2 hours to see a movie that like people that I trust have already said is not good.
Yeah, I agree. You dodged the bullet, man.
Yeah,
I definitely would say. I mean, is it worth a watch? Probably, but I mean, worth a watch just to say you saw it. I wouldn't make a special trip, and I dang sure wouldn't, treat it like like it's some great event to behold because it wasn't.
so it's one of
Um,
those things where like just wait till it comes on streaming. Honestly,
I would say so. Yeah. I mean, if you have to see it in the theater, I'm not gonna argue with you. But
okay.
if you tell me, man, I shouldn't have gone, I'll just be like, yeah, you probably
Yeah.
shouldn't. I try not to make those recommendations because at the end of the day, people gonna think what they want, and
Yeah,
they'll have the whole idea that, oh man, you just don't want. Listen, I'm not gonna tell you never. I'm never gonna tell anybody not to go, and I'm not gonna try to tell you better go. I might tell you you're gonna miss out, or I might
yeah,
tell you you're wasting your time, but I won't, try to fight you on it.
yeah. What
I'll be
up, Dave?
hey,
Yeah, that's what up.
get my DoorDash. I'll be right back.
You're good. We're live. We're just chilling.
Yeah, so I mean that's kind of my thing. Like I said, my pleasant spot for the week was has been 40 acres. That I would definitely tell folks to go check out, and mainly because if you felt like Danielle Deadweiler's portrayal of her,
Yeah.
in Women in the Yard, if that kind of left a weird taste in your mouth, I mean, I feel like this would be a breath of fresh air.
It wasn't bad though. Like it just was like the movie that was kind of like, man.
Yeah,
I,
but I
I
think
feel like about Imaginary. Like I don't
yeah,
know. There was nothing wrong with the performances in Imaginary. To me, it was just like the story was like kind of
it was a
ass.
weird, yeah, it was a weird old story.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think the difference of the two is what you with all the marketing that they put into with Blum that they put into Woman in the Yard versus virtually nothing that they put into 40 Acres. That's just kind of just like somebody hit play and was like, "Here, y'all just watch this if you want."
mm,
Um, you'll see it like it blows that out of the water. Now, being that it's probably going to be a limited release, it's going to be way more people going to find out after the fact and be like, "Oh my gosh, why didn't they release this sooner?"
screaming, and it starts to
Yeah,
get on TikTok, and that's when people are gonna start watching it. Wait,
yeah.
pause. Isn't the Smurf movie coming out?
Which one?
Smurf? This is a Smurf movie?
Yeah,
Why? Why? Why are we
hard
doing?
pass. Hard pass.
Why are
Hard
we
pass.
doing? I don't.
I don't know. I literally saw a thing for a sneak preview this Saturday, and I was like, "No,
I don't want to see that. No.
nah,
Like,
I'm good on."
give me the Lego movie. What's up, Des?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, just getting my food,
Uh,
making sure they got the order right. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, you guys doing good?
we're
What's going
here.
on?
Chilling.
No, I feel that. I definitely feel that. Ugh,
Yeah.
Yeah, today
yeah,
was a little
Yeah,
long, but it's cool.
man. It's one of
it
them days,
does
one of
feel
these
that.
weeks. Man, I think I just like tired.
And yeah, I'm just ready to lay down at some point tonight, but that's probably not going to happen. I've been trying to I'm getting my project off the ground, and so that's pretty exciting. Had a production meeting earlier today.
Okay,
Yeah, and so we'll be working on a
Okay,
pilot
gotta
episode
go.
pretty soon.
nice.
It went pretty well.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good. Congratulations.
thank you.
Hard work paying.
Yeah. Is Dr. J
My
coming?
wife. She is. She supposed to start, so we just go ahead and went live. So
Oh,
we're just on here waiting, talking, chatting it up. Yeah,
okay.
talking about movies that we want to see and stuff like that. So how
Wait,
you feel about that? I know what you did last summer.
wait, we're live.
What?
You
Oh wow.
know that? That's funny.
Oh my! Wow.
She's like, dang, I ain't get myself together.
Oh man. Yeah.
Oh, that is funny.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
It
Wow.
doesn't say live in the corner.
yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
I see it now. That's why I was like, wait. Oh, sorry,
We
guys.
just talking. So you're
It's all
good. We
good.
just talking. Yeah, we just chilling. We have no
Okay.
topic. Yeah.
All right. So what movies are we talking about? I heard Smurfs.
Just yeah, we were just throwing out stuff, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was telling them my pretty fair disappointment to Jurassic World, and then the sleeper I feel like is right now is 40 Acres and all that stuff. So
yeah, I still need to see if that's playing in my area.
yeah, I just think it's gonna be a very limited release, and people gonna jump on it after the fact, and then I'm sure the studio gonna probably kick themselves and be like, "Dang,
Yeah,
why didn't we do a better job of pushing this?"
man. Yeah, I
But
need.
I mean, I get it. Whole bunch of people of color as the leads. I get it.
Yeah. When are we ever gonna
I
learn
get
the
it.
lesson though that we
I
do?
mean, like,
You know?
listen, take the swing. It don't have to be a Jordan Peele attached. It don't have to be a Ryan Coogler attached. It don't have to be a Spike Lee attached.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it don't have to be Tyler Perry. Like,
Don't have to cover it.
please don't make it Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
But it don't have to be those names attached. Just look at the substance of what it's doing. Maybe try to get it to the right people to screen
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
it, and then have an honest conversation.
Hmm.
You know, because you didn't I didn't feel like there was anything forced in that film. I just feel like pacing wise, I felt like story wise, it all meshed well.
Yeah.
I feel like honestly, hands down, this whole cast did a great job in this film. Danielle Deadwaller was the kind of the spearhead for it, if you will. But I think that overall, she was the person like that drove it. But everybody worked in really good tandem with one another, or as a collective, to make it a really interesting film. And I thought, sure, there was a couple of continuity things that I would have been like, hey, you guys do remember it was daytime, right? And
Yeah.
but I mean that's it pales in comparison to what it honestly ended up being.
Right.
Ooh,
Definitely
yeah.
gotta check that out.
I definitely felt like it's definitely a sleeper. I'm gonna go see it again.
I really like if you're going to see it again.
Yeah, I am. Shayna.
Yeah. It just I don't know. Seems like hey Shayna.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
No, I was about to okay, there we go. I was slower than you, RJ.
I was going to work better. We
There
ain't
we
doing nothing. We just chilling, talking.
Yeah.
So,
Has anyone checked out that movie Heads of State with John Cena and
Not yet.
not yet.
I'm planning on it. I just haven't yet.
just kind of taking your time with that?
No, I just hadn't slotted it in yet. I've literally been having Sinners on repeat. So
Oh yeah, they added it to Matt's name.
I've seen it like 4 times
man.
since Friday. So,
Oh, man.
yeah.
I don't ever want to see that movie again. Like, I'm good.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
I
done.
haven't seen it yet. I have to sit down. Oh, missed you. Oh, missed you too. Oh, okay, I got it. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I will say this: we have been really aggressive with our posting schedule. Like when something drops, we'll see it like that weekend and review it that Monday. So we don't really we're figuring it out. We noticed that with Ironheart that we kind of did that super quick.
Yeah.
It went by super quick.
Yeah, I don't think any of us have seen that, Shayna. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I'm still debating on if I want to watch it though, because there is another movie called Head of State. Remember with Chris Rock?
Yeah.
Oh
And then-
yeah.
I wish the
I
title.
think this was called Heads of State. It's
Yeah, it's
plural.
called Heads of State, but I still wish the title
Oh.
had been a little bit more unique, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if the story is unique enough for me to want to watch it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I read the Variety article, and I mean, I would, like I said, I haven't been too locked into that because I think that's what another Amazon Prime. So
yeah,
all
yeah,
this stuff starts to feel like the same after a while.
yeah, after a while, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know,
Seven.
and I guess I can only assume that John Cena has some kind of contract because everything he's done has been on there lately in the past couple of years.
Yeah, his best one though was Vacation Friends. Like
The first one was hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah, the first one was ridiculous, but it was hilarious. Yeah.
Loved it. He was actually here. Was he? Yeah, he was here on Sunday at the Fan Expo.
Okay.
Yeah, him. Brendan Fraser too, because everybody was cheering. I was like, "What is all that hooting and hollering?" I look, and then there's Brendan Fraser. I was like, "Oh."
He was in Tarzan, right?
He was in what?
He was Tarzan, right?
Yeah, and in The Mummy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had John Hannah there too, which is great because I'm doing a rewatch of Spartacus.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Yeah.
So what else are you guys rewatching right now besides like? Right now I'm doing True Blood rewatch, and honestly, it's not as good as I remember it. If I'm being honest,
really?
It's not. Yeah, it's not as good as I remember it. I'm like, this is just a lot of sex.
It had a lot of so that's I do recall all that, but it felt like it was a lot of sexual tension more. I don't know. Maybe because I was just I still liked the lore, so I didn't really. After a while, I think it just became like window dressing the sex because I just felt like that was how they scripted the show anyway. Mm-hmm. So, but I don't know.
Oh, Shayna, it was at Denver Fan Expo. Just to answer your question. Yeah.
I'm not really rewatching. Well, you know what? I take that back. I did start Mr. Robot again.
That's one I haven't.
I'm on episode 3 though. I turned it on, and I remember the pilot was really good because they were really showing how Remy Malek's character was so like he was just so locked in to what he was doing and how he was, breaking down who he was. But you're not getting to all the good stuff, just yet. Anyway, so
did it have a true ending or did it get canceled?
It was. I think that it kind of just after a while, it ended up just being like it had one of them very one of those ambiguous endings where it kind of just stopped. Okay, so yeah, because after a while, I think. You can only do so much with the story, and then it kind of folds in on itself. That's kind of what they did.
Yeah. Shayna, I have a few things that I'm gonna. Yeah, I can't talk about it now, but yeah. To answer your question.
Booked and busy.
Trying. It's hard. It's hard out here. The industry has definitely shifted. It's a lot harder now, I think. Not like how it used to be, but we're pushing through.
Little by little.
Little by little.
Yeah, they're offering all those.
Be an agent. The way I was in here acting out scenes, this whole thing with no Wi-Fi. I was going crazy.
Oh my gosh, man! I'm
back and forth.
That's crazy.
Like a psychopath.
You'd be like, why is RJ whole face in the screen? Oh, he's doing his live from his phone.
Oh my gosh.
Man, it was rough. Like I don't wish that on my worst enemy.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Okay.
Well, Jurassic World, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's guaranteed to me.
That new show on Apple TV with Alexander Skarsgård, Murder. I don't like it.
Oh wow, I wanted to check it out.
It maybe just be me, but it's corny. It's super corny.
Oh,
I hadn't
Because
even.
you notice too. I don't like shows that are constantly narrated by the protagonist, and he never shuts up. Like he's doing things and he's explaining why he's doing things as he's doing them, and that's not my cup of tea. I can't.
Really?
I can't get into
Wait,
it.
so then how do you feel about you then? Because he's always. Do you feel like that's more of an interesting way that he does it, or?
I feel like it's more interesting with you.
Okay.
And also, I feel like he's not constantly doing it. Like when he's stalking, we have to kind of know what he's doing. But the main character, I forget his robot, whatever, sec unit, he's doing something and protecting them, and he keeps saying, "God, they're so stupid," and then he'll like tell them that's not protocol. And in his head, he'll be like, "God, they're so stupid," and it's just one long narration, and I can't do it. I can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. So do you still feel like it's worth me checking out, or you think I'd live out? Oh, okay.
Absolutely. That's the only thing I don't like about it is I feel like it's a little corny. I can tell though that there's going to be like an emotional tie there between like two characters, and I feel like that part was going to be the saving grace of the growing relationship between those two characters and Murderbot.
Interesting. Okay. When did you guys?
Sneaks was trash.
I forgot all about
it.
That.
It was terrible.
About what?
Sneaks. They did like basically it was about 12 years too old. They waited about 12 years too long. They basically like Cars but with tennis shoes. Basically, it was terrible. Oh my God, it was terrible. Oh, it was.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I slipped on my radar completely.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I've forgotten about it. You know, a lot of people said the same about. Well, they're saying that they didn't like the old guard too. Like you have, those people who a lot. Oh, you try? Okay, because I hadn't.
I fell asleep on that. Yeah, you know what? I went to sleep on it because I was like, I can't. It was tonally, it was different.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh shit, Jay's at Superman now, Shayna. We haven't seen it yet.
No.
Yeah, he's about to go see it.
I'm about to say I'm going either tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Never heard of Yeah, I think I saw that back in like I want to say February or March or something like that.
Okay.
Oh, it's totally cool. And I'm mad about that because I loved the first one, like from start to finish. This one just didn't catch me. Like I tried. I literally tried.
It's one of those cases where I think with that movie they could have just wrapped it up with a nice bow, and we didn't need a second film. Same thing with Squid Games. We didn't need a second season nor a third, in my opinion.
Wait a minute, did y'all finish the third season of Squid Games yet?
I didn't, but Jake did.
I don't want to ruin it for you, but I would have won. And y'all know I would have won. Have you seen the ending?
Yeah, I know you would have won.
Guarantee you definitely would have won.
It would have been no hesitation.
Body in the fire.
It would have been no hesitation. Like, oh well, I'm a millionaire.
Yeah. Well, I made it, guys. Oh my gosh.
And now they're about to do America.
Wait, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, Squid Games America. Yeah, they are.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'll be wasting my time.
Yeah,
because here's the thing. What I fear what they're going to do is they're going to try to replicate that, but they're going to try to add this. They're going to add this spin on it, and they're going to try to up the ante, and it's going to be stupid. It's going to be stupid.
Good night. Thanks for stopping by. But I'm not a fan of it. It's like when they tried to take Train to Busan, like Last Train in New York. That shit has been in production hell for forever. Like I don't think they're making it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. As with all projects that are, mainly based in like, Asian countries and whatnot, America tries to snatch that. It's the same thing they try to do with The Grudge is good. I'll give them that. The Grudge was good, but
they kept it pretty close to the original lore.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You can't. This is too close. This is too close for you to try to do it and then create. Like everybody already know what they're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I definitely agree with that. I'm trying to think of some Any anticipated films for you guys?
Weapons.
That's a good question. See
Yeah,
what's coming out.
Weapons should be pretty good. I'm looking forward to that one.
Oh,
I
I
hope it
want to
does.
see Weapons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm curious to see how the title relates to the film, though.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it
kind of
just it
interested.
doesn't really add up. Oh, what's the movie with Stephen? I was about to say Stephen Hawkins. My God.
Stephen King?
No, Stephen King. Didn't he write? That wasn't Stephen King. He wrote the book where you have to walk or die.
Yeah, he
Oh
wrote
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It is him.
What's
Okay,
that?
yeah,
The long walk, or something like
yeah,
that.
something
that
like
one was
that.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want
I like
that.
how with that particular story, the stakes are high.
mhm,
You know, so we were watching these characters and they can't stop
Yeah,
walking. Man,
yeah.
that's gonna be good.
Now for
I wouldn't
the
make it. I wouldn't. I told you I did that 5K like last. Like,
Wait,
like,
you would make it
yeah,
though. You would trip somebody. You'd be like, "Oh,
I would. I wouldn't by like default. I'd be pushing people.
stay away from me."
They did that get out run.
Right.
I think I only have a little bit of I don't know. I'm interested in Eddington. I don't know why. I'm a little interested in that. Because I think
Hmm,
it's going to be some kind of like character study type thing with Joaquin Phoenix
Yeah.
and Pedro Pascal.
right.
So and
Okay.
I think that comes out next
Oh,
week. So um, I think that's going to be
Fantastic
interesting.
Four. I want to see
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's going to be hit or miss with me.
I don't think
Unfortunately.
I don't know if I'll.
I'm gonna watch it, but it's gonna probably be hit or miss. I'm probably just gonna be like,
What about Tron? Are you guys excited for Tron?
You know,
not in my
never seen
wheelhouse.
it.
Mm.
Never seen it.
Not in my wheelhouse.
Oh, really? You had never seen it, RJ?
No, not the was the one came out in the 80s too. I've never seen it.
Only thing
And
I like was the cool bike scenes, but other than
What is it
that,
about? I don't even know what it's about.
yeah,
well,
I
this
would
one
lie to you if I tried
it's
to
something
tell
to do with like AI. When like humans encounter it, um, and it pretty much. I don't know about the new one. Tron Ares is what it's called. I don't know if
Oh,
it. Oh, and it's having. Oh, Jared Leto's gonna be in it. I know that.
man. Oh wait, get out of here. Denise, they're really doing the Running Man 2025.
Yeah,
Oh,
they started just. Matter of fact, it's funny. I'm surprised you haven't seen. They just start doing promos for it.
Get out of yo. When I tell
Yeah,
you, I used to stay up late at night to watch it because it used to come on like the HBO channels or whatever. Every time it came on, I love Running Man.
yeah.
oh, you know what? I did see the trailer when I went to go see Jurassic World for Running Man. Yeah, the Running Man.
Look at you block. It was so bad you blocked it out. Blocked it. Hey, what's up, Gothic Chick?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Well, right now, Gothic Chick, we're just talking about movies that we want to see in the future, upcoming stuff, TV shows, things like that. We're just yapping tonight. No set agenda. We just want to kind of come on here and just talk.
Yeah.
It's November.
November.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, Nobody 2. Did you guys like Nobody, the first one?
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Better than what I expected too.
Yeah,
Very
grounded.
What is this? Nobody? Who's in this?
Nobody. That's the
Oldenburg, the dude off of
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul, the lawyer.
Oh, this is white people, right? Okay. That's probably why I don't know. Why I didn't know it. Okay.
But it came out on, yeah. It was pretty good though. It's an action.
Yeah, Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah.
He's good though. He's has that really dry humor.
Yeah.
Like even when he's joking, he looks like he's not.
Okay.
And because he used to be a comedian.
Mhm.
Like he used to have a show with that one guy that wears I forgot they had Bob and whatever.
Yeah.
Show.
Denise.
It's interesting. I mean, he's basically like an ex-operative who's just living his life like a regular old person, and something crazy happens, and then he has to like harken back to his old skills. This one's a little bit more. I think part 2 is a little bit more. There, he's still technically working, but he's trying to not, and he
Wait,
accidentally stumbles.
I've seen this commercial. Or not commercial, but this trailer. They like, no, wait, I'm thinking of something else then. Because isn't the wife like, no, we're supposed to be
On vacation. Yeah.
Okay.
This part 2. Part 1 was a little bit more like he was just living his regular old life, minding his own business, and something happens, and then he snaps, and some stuff starts going left, and he just has to start taking care of folks.
Okay. Because I think when I did see it, I was like, okay, I might stick around for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, Freakier Friday. I don't know if anyone's interested in that.
I'm gonna give it a watch. Yeah.
You are? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a watch.
I'm surprised you like gonna give it a watch. It doesn't seem like it's your type of movie.
I mean, like I'm a Jamie Lee Curtis person, so I you know, I think she's funny, and so Lindsay Lohan, coin toss. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be is gonna be crazy, but I gotta go see it together.
Was that with the eyeballs and they're like doing that? Yeah. I know I'm curious, so I might just wait for that shit to come on streaming because
they're being sued because supposedly they stole the idea from somebody and ran with it. So
oh damn.
Nice, Shayna. Yeah. Oh,
Friday, where's that coming out? Is that
that should be
I think it's theaters.
August. Yeah. August.
Yeah, I think it's theaters.
Yeah, it's coming out in
August.
Saw a poster.
Yeah, I think I don't know what my other phone is. I had taken pictures of all of the posters in the theater, so I could have backgrounds for whatever I.
Oh, that's smart.
That is smart, actually. Yeah.
I was about to
I don't know that I get my other phone. So.
I mean, so we're just chilling. This is casual live, so we ain't doing
good. Yeah. Ooh, I'm looking forward to Frankenstein. Have you guys seen that teaser trailer? I think
that trailer is pretty cool.
It looks pretty good.
That's the one that they showed. That's the one that they showed during the Tudum deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good.
Stranger Things come out this year?
I think so.
I believe so.
Because if they wait again, those kids are already. They're not even
already right.
Them grown people.
Those are grown people.
It's gonna be strange. They're gonna be like, "Why does this dude have a kid?" Like,
Strange grandparents. Like what?
Right.
Like, is that an Adam's apple? A fully grown Adam's.
Then I think we got. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yep. I haven't say about Demon Hunters yet. I did see it on the like the little thing you can select it, and I did add it to the list. I haven't hit play yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Them kids done got lower car insurance now. Like they grown.
They had to get off their parents' health insurance by now. They got the chin the chin hair has been turned into a full beard.
Full beard. Those adults. Those are tax-paying adults right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they waited too long. Oof. Stranger Things should have been over a long time ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah. It's good though, but still. My God.
I really wish that Ironheart was longer. Like I'm just thinking about it now. Like what it did too is it made me crave Marvel. Like I want to go back and I want to watch like Marvel TV shows now.
So I'll be honest. I'll say like I thoroughly enjoyed our guests on here, but I missed our crew.
Mm-hmm.
And it was crazy because I was so mad at myself for all the stuff that I left sitting in my aunt's house on my notepad and my content phone.
Oh no!
We were sitting there literally having a conversation about stuff that we had the answers to, and we just forgot. I think I said RJ so many things. I was like, dude, like when they was like, did she take the deal? And I was like, yeah, but I couldn't remember why.
Yeah.
And then we were off the live for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I sent a screenshot of her freaking arm growing the I was like,
We did that one time too with something else. We were like, I remember being on live and I said, wait, before I hit end, what else are we forgetting? Because we do this all the time. We get off the live and we say, oh shoot, we forgot to bring up XYZ. And like I swear I thought, because we were on live for a lot longer than we normally are. So I thought we covered everything, we good. All right, appreciate y'all for coming through, all that, boom, get off. And then we in a group chat just going off, oh, what about this? What about that? Did you see this? It's like,
so you know, her head almost exploded when I said, well, did y'all see his reflection in the spoon?
Yeah.
And they were like, what? What are you talking about?
Oh.
Yeah, because I didn't catch that.
Oh man. That's
I was like, man.
You know.
Okay, Yellow Jacket, I need to catch up on.
Yeah, I'm way behind on Yellow Jackets. I'm barely at the. I think I started the first 2 episodes and then of season 2, and then I haven't. Yeah, I haven't caught up.
That's where I'm at season 2, like after they ate the girl. I think that's where I'm at. Yeah.
They ate somebody.
Oh Lord.
Whoops. I mean, no, they didn't do that at all.
You didn't see anything.
You got to be Men in Black for me to not remember.
Never happened.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just erase that from my mind.
My bad. At least got that far.
Right. Ooh, I hear Jay. He's getting ready for Superman.
Oh Lord, he gonna come in his onesie
and the cape. Listen, I can't lie because I have a cosplay cape that I was working on for the Silver Sight. So
what the heck? Just like on hand, just
this part of my cosplay. I'm George Jefferson right now, but yeah.
I weigh 300 pounds. I can't put no costumes on.
That's dope. You look like the Hood. I love it. His jockey.
That's what's in my office because I was just working on it. Yeah.
Wow, you literally had that on hand. I love it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
One thing I've never done though is dressed up going to a movie premiere. I feel like the Batman situation, the Joker situation, doing that for everybody. Now we can't go.
So here in Oklahoma City, they still do quite a bit. I mean, I did it for Deadpool and Wolverine. But I had just like the shorts and the t-shirt and all that. And I had my mask like on my head. I didn't wear it on my face, but I did like the promo. I did my little video, of it. But other than that, we've had a few. I know it was when they re-released the Star Wars, one of the Star Wars, they had a bunch of people coming in there. I was like, man, y'all are crazy. Yeah. And it was hot because the AC was tripping in some of the theaters. So I was like, not for that.
Wow, that's crazy.
Now, even though I did not like Jurassic World, I will say AMC probably has one of the best popcorn. That freaking oversized footprint.
Yeah.
That's hard.
And it's only $27 as opposed to $80 for that stupid Galactus.
I'm sorry, forgive my language, but that popcorn bucket better suck my dick for $80. There's no way I'm paying $80.
We are getting
a big popcorn. Turn that bad boy around. If it costs $80.
RJ's crashing. Oh man.
The views expressed by RJ are not all the views by the folks down the Silver.
Gerald.
Oh my God.
I'm mad you cleaning it up.
Golly.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, they did their big one with that popcorn bucket.
Yeah,
and I like
that footprint is iconic.
Yeah. Yeah, the T-Rex head, that was another one that I wanted. I didn't get that one, but
yeah, they have a lot. I'm still. I saw the guy I emailed. I said, "Hey man, I don't know if you saw my email, but this is my follow up." He was like, "Did you send it?" I said, "Bro, I sent it. Yes, I sent it. Matter of fact, let me tell you exactly when I sent it." Yeah. He was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna check." I said, "Listen, whatever you can do, man, but
Yeah.
I would like as much as you can do as well.
Yeah.
I gave him the little nod, like, hey, bro, come on. You got us, right?
Yeah, I
So-
wish I was like that. I don't have it in me
Well-
to go to people. I get embarrassed that I get embarrassed going to homes and asking them to put salmon, like, can I get a pound of salmon? I get embarrassed. I don't know why.
But you
Oh,
can sit and
man.
talk to the internet. Okay. To the
I mean,
internet.
Of
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, actually a lot of neurodivergent people who have social anxiety, this is their outlet, but then you catch them on the outside, a lot of them nervous, don't want to speak,
Like,
can't
no, please don't talk to me.
yeah, but online they're just like, oh, they
Well, I'm gonna try my luck with we got a couple of other theater movie houses and stuff that I don't go to a lot, but I might just go in there and chat them up and be like, look, I work with a small channel, but we're trying to grow our base and we're just trying to have stuff to be able to get to people. What can you do for us? And the worst they can tell me is no.
that's
So-
true, yeah. Which we
And I'll be like, I appreciate your time. I'm out.
See, you hear no, I hear get out of here, you loser. Don't you ever ask me anything else stupid again. That's what goes through my mind if I got that no.
Thus, the talent of being 300 pounds and walking up and just being able to, hey, bro, can we do this? And all they can say is no. If they say that, then we'll have a whole nother narrative happening. So,
See, now I'm embarrassed and I'm never gonna go to that theater again. Because then
I won't be able to go to that theater again if that happens. So
they're gonna be talking about me, saying how I was begging on my hands and knees. Like that's what goes through my mind. And I was begging for food. I was begging for concessions on my hands and knees.
Did you see that man take that whole stack of cups and walk out of here?
He's poor.
I mean, that's all right. Y'all helped us out for at least a month. Here you go.
Yeah.
Let me take these with you.
But do you know I haven't seen Tiny Chef. I haven't seen that. That's the show, like with the little puppet, animatronic puppet. Not animatronic, stop motion puppet. That they canceled. And they're like, the internet went wild because they was like, what do you mean you canceled Tiny Chef?
I have no idea what that is.
I'm looking at it now and it does not ring a bell.
I think it was like a show on like Nickelodeon or Disney or something like that.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it says Nickelodeon.
Oh,
My first time seeing it.
That's why I wouldn't have.
And it won an Emmy, I think, too. And they canceled.
Maybe I should just watch it because I'm looking at it right now. I'm just like, well, how? Let me just watch it.
Speaking of canceled shows, Netflix, like
they get on my nerves. There's no reason why we shouldn't get a second season of The Residence. It was so good. It deserved.
There's no reason. There's no reason.
But we know why. We know why now.
But this makes me like think that who up top, and we don't want to talk too much shit because we never know what rooms we'll end up in. But I want to know, like, because this is just not me like being like this is me genuinely being curious. Like, what conversations are they happening in these rooms that we're not in to where this is a good decision? The ratings were high, the viewership was high. What was the reason?
Well, the thing is that they're not showing the people the ratings. Therefore, we're kind of relying on them thinking, oh, this doesn't deserve another season. That was a part of the whole SAG strike thing, too, because Netflix was, on the chopping block for that. Not even just Netflix, a lot of streaming companies, but Netflix was notorious for not showing ratings, not proving why a show didn't deserve another season, just canceling stuff for no reason. It's insane.
And like, it makes me really second guess getting into a lot of television shows, because I remember one time when I worked at Sprint, like they would call me like the canceller because I knew what shows were not going to make it. And it's like I have kind of sixth sense, but lately it's been so off because things will be excellent and then they'll be canceled. It's just out of the blue. I feel like I started doubting myself when the OA got canceled and when the Society got canceled. That's when I was like, oh, okay. Between with Jeanette McCurdy got canceled. And I'm like, damn, all these good shows that I think are gonna last are just not lasting, and it's irritating me.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. There's a lot of shows back then that got like The Strain. I wish that had a continued. I
Oh
love
my
that show so
God,
much.
I love that show.
I just started it.
The-
Oh, me too.
Man, the
Just started it.
Strain is the stuff. I
Yes.
lit. You know what though? That's probably going to be something I'm going to go ahead and start rewatching probably
Yeah,
tonight, honestly,
Yeah.
because
you should. Yeah, it's
that
on Hulu.
man, that show was the business.
It went
And
hard.
I'm mad that I didn't watch it while it was on because, like, even the first, I think I'm on like episode 2. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
Okay,
and I was like, you know what? I feel like this is gonna be good. Like that, the
It's-
same feeling I got for Van Helsing was the same
Yeah.
feeling I got for Stranger. I'm like, okay, this show gonna cook.
Stick
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't recall a single letdown in that show. It felt like it just kept going,
Really?
even to the end. It
Yep.
it might have plateaued toward the end, but it didn't
Yeah.
go down. It didn't go down.
Yeah.
Man,
They're
it's
trying to think
yes.
of how to end it, a good way to end it, because we knew the show was going to end, unfortunately,
Yeah.
with that last season. You
Okay.
could tell the things were like, how do we end this? And for the most
I
part, I think I like the ending.
Matter of fact, I think they had announced that was the last season coming into it,
They
and
did.
then I was kind of like I was just waiting for something stupid to happen, and it never really did. It kind of, like I said, it kind of plateaued. But that
Yeah.
one, yeah, you'll be very.
Okay, I'm sold. I'm sold now.
Stick with it, please. So, especially, since you like stuff like that anyway, sci-fi and all that. Yeah, this one's
Anything world ending, post-apocalyptic, pre-post-apocalyptic, an outbreak, I'm there.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
In fact,
it's gonna be a deeper meaning to it once you really find out what's going on.
oh yeah, that's right.
I'm super excited now. I
Yeah,
I might pause my True Blood rewatch because I'm on like season 4 on True
Mm.
Blood. I think I might pause that and go to the stream.
I kind of do see what you're saying about True Blood because I tried to rewatch it maybe last year and it wasn't hitting the same as when
Yeah.
it first came out. So I kind of see what you're saying.
To me, it's just like, let's find a reason to have sex. Okay, this happens. Okay, cool. Let's have sex. It's a constant. It doesn't really drive the story. Well, one, I said Suki and Eric. That did kind of drive the story. No, because they were already talking. So they didn't really have to. Yeah, I don't like it. And it's not as good as I have to remember it.
Yeah, we used to eat it up back then, but watching it now is
Sundays? Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Vampire Diaries is even more entertaining, I would say, today than True today.
I've rewatched Vampire Diaries so many times.
Dang. Well, we know why you rewatched it.
Listen, anything Kat Graham is in, well, I will say this: Honey, a clip of her dancing.
Honey.
She's, I said, "Oh, Katerina, what are you doing?"
Feel the rhythm. Yeah, she did her thing though.
I was like, "Kat." Like I got second embarrassment.
Yeah, the first one was better.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, Kat, please.
Oh Lord.
I love Vampire Diaries. I could watch that over and over and over.
Same. I might do a rewatch of the 100 pretty soon. I do miss that show. It was
somebody just asked me about that the other day. I feel like that's something maybe we should start doing rewatch like reviews on this channel.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Like trying to fill some content in.
Definitely should do the strain for this fall. The rewatch.
I'm down. If y'all want to start doing that, like we can. I don't know if y'all want to do like episode by episode. Or you want to do season by season?
You do season.
I mean, honestly, what I would say is go ahead and start watching it, and then you can kind of be like, okay, what do you because I think it says 46 episodes total.
Yeah,
so,
we might do a season type of thing, season by season. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, or just the whole thing if we're doing several of those.
Also, if we're gonna start making rewatch content, we can just do like we rewatched The Strain, and this is what we thought. We rewatched True Blood, and this is what doesn't hold up.
Yeah.
Okay,
so, see, people, there's no science to what we do. We just talk about stuff and just be like, sure, let's do it.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
This is how our meetings go.
Yeah. Right.
Y'all don't see us. This is literally how our meetings go. So somebody come up with a halfway decent idea, and everybody be like, "Yeah, let's do it."
just flowing here at TSS. This is what we do.
Yeah, don't know until you try, right? And plus, around that time of year, people are always doing a lot of rewatches. Whether if it's Halloween related, holiday, Christmas, whatever. That's the time.
What I noticed though, some channels they're real strategic. Like every rewatch has something to do with like a movie that's coming out or an actor that's big that's in something, and then they go back and watch. Like everybody has been doing Superman rewatches. Everybody's been doing Superman rewatches.
We could do a Runner Man rewatch.
Okay. Yeah.
So that, I mean, obviously strategy wise, I get it because everybody talking about it and this and that, and then but they do all their stuff very strategically, which I'm fine with it, but some certain stuff just don't resonate with me. I just want to watch those videos, Everything else is like, okay.
I really want to do a rewatch of Walking Dead, but I don't know if I have the capacity to make it through.
I don't think I
I 100% don't.
Because I've seen it like 3 times, but I don't know if I could do a 4th time. I don't have the capacity. Because don't get me wrong, I did tune out after spoiler alert, after Glenn died. I did tune out for a little while, but then I went back and I watched from the beginning and I pushed past all of that part. I pushed past all of that Negan bullshit. I don't know if I can push past all that Negan stuff again. He wouldn't go away.
He would not. That was worse than the governor. I was waiting for the governor to go away and get Negan, and I'm like, how long are we gonna stretch this with Negan?
Have y'all seen the spinoffs?
No, because I don't have the capacity. I can't.
So I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even make it through season 1 ever because it just didn't resonate with me. I don't know why. I don't know why. I have no clue. Honestly, I don't have. I'm not afraid of zombies. I don't. It just didn't work for me. But I did watch a couple of those ones where they were telling those little side stories of each character, like the one where somebody was locked in a bunker or something. I think I watched those. Those were interesting, maybe because they were shorts. I don't know. Maybe that was it, but I don't know. It just didn't do anything for me.
Well, you know what, Gerald? I'll say this: like, I feel like you had to push past to get to the prison. You get to the prison. That's where things start getting really like, intense, and that's probably where
I may revisit it. I won't. I didn't dislike it. It just wasn't that interesting to me. That's all. I guess Guess people say the same thing about me watching Prison Break. They're like, "How can you really be into that show?" And I was like, "I don't know. It just works for me."
My dad loves that show to death.
I think it was the integral pieces of Michael's mind, how it worked, and that's how my brain works. In my perfect life, I would have been an architect. So that's what I got my degree in. But here I am hiring people for a living. So, but I just that worked well for me. I mean, it was enough procedural in it, since that's my favorite genre. It was enough procedural in it, but it was enough intrigue with all of the craziness going on of somebody literally breaking into prison to break out of prison, like pretty much, Yeah. And then they did that like 6 times over. So,
a comedy that I often rewatch, which I don't know if you guys will be into, but is Greek. Have you heard of Greek from?
Oh.
What did you say?
Was it on ABC Family?
Yeah, it was an ABC Family. Wait, was it? Let me double check just in case.
Was it?
I could have sworn it was. Yeah, ABC Family show. Okay, back in like the.
It was white, right? White people.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
It was really good. I mean, shows like that made you want to go to college. Just the atmosphere they had. It was amazing. I don't know. I love that show. I was just wondering if you guys had watched it, but that's a show that I watch.
Yeah, some show I was about to bring up. What were we just talking about? Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
Strain.
The Strain.
I don't know. Oh, I recently tried to, because I've never seen. Is it I don't know why I'm getting these two mixed up. Oz and The Wire. They're two different shows. Why are they blending in my head right now?
No clue.
They're
Very
two totally
different shows.
No.
Oz is prison. The Wire is straight Baltimore.
It's the street, yeah. Why are they blending? Was Harold? No, Harold was only in
Harold was
Oz.
in Oz. Yeah.
So who am I thinking about for The Wire?
Michael B.
From
Jordan.
The Wire?
I don't know.
Right, yeah, like,
Idris
what?
Elba.
Like my brain is not computing right now. They're the same show in my head. I'm getting scared. Oh God, stroke. What is going on? They're the same show in my head. They're not though.
No.
That just confused me. I got a little scared just now.
I've been trying to talk my boss into
I
watching.
got a little scared. My heart.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey man, don't check out on live.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, I'm drinking more water. That scared me. I'm like, why can my brain separate this? Is this like the first sign? Like my mind deteriorating?
You got to smell burnt toast.
Right.
Right.
Are you thinking? Okay, so you said it's an actor that you're thinking about that was in The Wire.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I know it's not Harold because Harold was in Oz.
Michael.
Now I'm thinking damn New York Undercover. Nope, I'm thinking New York Undercover.
Oh, talking about freaking Malik Yoba?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh.
He was in. So
that
now
dude
there's three shows just meshed in my head. Damn. Well, in my mind, now they're in the same universe now.
That dude is a diva, man. I met him in person. He was trash.
God,
he was trash. Yeah. So he was shooting a super duper low budget. He was like basically like third chair in the film. He was playing like this washed out cop or whatever. And so we had asked him, we were talking to him, and he was asking, like, what is there to do in Oklahoma City? And it was like, would depend on what you want to do. We could kind of help you out or whatever. And he never really make it. He would never really make it a point to like tell us outright what he wanted to do, which was weird because it made me feel like he was into some weirdo stuff that he was just scared to say. And so his comeback just kept being, so his comeback just kept saying, oh, so this is what Oklahoma got to offer. And he just kept basically making it seem like nothing, And it was weird because my homeboy like went to a little spot, got him some food, literally went and talked him and getting him his own personal hookah to bring back to his trailer because he's like a real healthy eater. Like he had a bunch of fruit and stuff in his trailer and all that stuff all the time. So it didn't seem like he was doing anything weird, but it was like he was trying to get somebody to offer him something weird. And I was like, I'm not that guy. So
it's okay. I get what you're saying. It's sort of like when your friends all smoke weed, but then one is like low key doing coke, and they try to like, what else you got? Like, not coke.
Yeah, that dude is. It was, you could tell it was weird because he was like, because I got there on the second day of when the shoot started. I got there second day. My homeboy, the white dude, he's super cool though. So he was like, hey, yo, he started introducing me to everybody. So I met him. I met Philip Raines Meyer, and then Clint Eastwood's daughter. I forgot her, Haley Eastwood, I believe. I think. But we introduced us to them, and we got to meet then we knew the producers, so we were helping do some different stuff, and they were asking us, about when we went from Oklahoma City to a little smaller town, what all we could try to do to help make sure the set stays safe and things like that. So we kind of did a little bit of helping with security, helping with the cart, the catering and all that stuff. We helped with all of the stuff that they would have to normally pay a whole bunch of people to do. It was like 5 of us doing all that stuff because we knew the area because we all lived in this area. So, and he was just weird, man. I was like, I'm gonna leave that dude by himself.
More for people like we think they celebrities, they got to be kind, and some just aren't, and that's so I guess that's their prerogative.
Yeah, you never meet your heroes. I will say that.
Man. But the boy Philip Raines Myers was cold. He was cool. Now he did snap on the producers on one cut. He was like, y'all don't know what y'all doing. He dropped about 90 F-bombs in about 20 seconds and was like, listen, I'll leave if y'all keep doing this stupid stuff. Like,
oh, he was on one.
Nah, he was mad because it was a legitimate issue with the scene that they were trying to shoot. They were trying to get this car to flip into this ravine, but they didn't want it to flip for real. And he was trying to tell them, like, well, what y'all are shooting, y'all are making it seem like this happened already. But why would you show a clip, a cut of me looking back if I'm clearly going in another direction? You know, like it was crazy. Yeah, he was telling them, like, you guys are, I know what y'all are trying to do, but that's not gonna work, you know. Yeah. So it was a weird thing. But anyway, yeah, that Malik Yo, that dude was weirdo.
Yeah.
When we got ready to wrap, he was cool because I think he was just ready to leave, you know. But
yeah, so like when you hate your job and you put your 2 weeks in, like that last day, you cool.
I think honestly he might have saw somebody's per diem and there and saw where he was on the pecking order.
Oh.
And it was not, ended up not being, hey, he could have figured that out by the trailers, honestly. He put 2 and 2 together because Raines Myers, his trailer was 3 times bigger than everybody's trailer combined.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That's how it was with Robert De Niro's freaking trailer when I was on set. My God.
Yeah. Like he had the trailer that would expand out on the sides. He had a king size bed in there, you know, and he didn't even have, his family wasn't even with him. It was just him by himself. And the dude is like 5'6", 160 pounds. He's a little dude. And all you do is drink Coca-Cola and smoke cigarettes. Yeah. I'm serious. He was a little bitty dude, man. He was cool as heck, though. He you know, we'd be out there doing stuff. He'd come, hey, man, can you walk me to the store? You know, like, yeah, it's cool. Because we were right around the corner from this like little convenience store. He'd go in there, you know, buy a little bag of candy or something. Tip the person $100 just because, you know, little stuff like that. But then he would talk to people when we were eating, and he would, you know, he wasn't being like a loner and stuff. So he was cool. But
you run into some that are pretty cool, and others are, you know.
Yeah, I want to tell them, bro, this ain't New York undercover, man. Them days are long gone. Them days are long gone. You're not the number one. You're not number one on the call sheet. Just go around, bro.
I still feel like I need to watch that documentary because y'all keep saying it was good. So
yeah, no, definitely. It's really good insight into everything. It's scary being number one on the call sheet.
Everything is on your shoulders, right?
Yeah, you set the tone for everything. Other actors are looking up to you, and
I don't think I would ever want that responsibility.
It's a lot, but you know what? Your talent will allow for it. And
I don't have that.
Yeah, so, your talent will allow for it eventually.
Yeah. But like, what? So like goal wise, I mean, I know, RJ, you got stuff kind of brewing in your head and stuff like, you know, how do you want to, you know, or how you mapping? I know you've had a few days of like downtime with the internet and stuff, but you know, like project like things you're working on. Like what do you feel like are going to be your bigger challenges going forward with that? What's happening right now?
Money, because that stuff costs, you know.
Yeah,
there are ways to film on an iPhone or Samsung, but if I really want this to be like something that could really take off for all of us, it has to be like money behind it. You know, we have to pay the actors, we have to pay editors and things like that. And so for me,
you talking about the project?
Yes,
that's why I'm saying like ideas. I'm not gonna.
I picked up what you put down. But yeah, so like for me, that's my biggest obstacle because I already know because we talked about the themes and stuff like that I want to address, like the colorism, the anti-LGBTQ, classes, stuff like that within like the Black community, all of that. I wanted to address those in the episodes. And I know worst come to worst, we can buckle down and write it, get it out, because they're you know, we're not writing, I mean, not to say we're never gonna win an Emmy. We're not trying to write nothing like, you know, that's gonna change the world. I want something that's gonna be fun, a passion project, just to get it out there. But
Yeah.
like my biggest like fear is like not having this great script, having this great concept, and not having the money or the resources, or not necessarily the knowledge to get it out. And I do try to be supportive and things like that. I see people like me every day on TikTok that are, launching their dreams. I saw somebody today that created a comic that was also called the Silver Sight. We'll have a talk.
Whoa. Really?
Yes. Yes. Well, yeah, I saw it. I bookmarked that bitch because I'm coming back.
Okay.
But and then I saw somebody today that was getting their animated television show off the ground, and I can tell like they put money into that, and so that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's like, but baby steps. I want to get like at least one episode fully written out. Like I said, I have scenes and stuff like that I have played out, that I've acted out out of boredom. And I'm excited about it, but that's what I'm most scared of, is not being able to get it off the ground due to like finances or lack of resources. Now I understand. Well, I always understood, but this is exactly what Riri Williams was talking about. When you have the talent and you have the ideas, but you don't have the resources, you're stuck.
Yeah. Well, no, you got this though. You know people. You know more people in the industry than you think you do. And you're basically doing the same thing that I'm doing right now. And so if you have any questions or anything, as far as finances, you can always crowdfund. That can be a thing that we do. Get a proof of concept where we film like a little trailer. And then shop that around social media along with your crowdfunding link. Get people into knowing what it's about, and give them a feel for it. Yeah, and then if you have to decide too if you want to work with just if you want to work with union actors or non-union, or if you want to work with both. I know the type of contract you would need for that.
Okay, good.
Make that possible. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so we're gonna get it. I gotta get it out of my own head, because when it comes to like my passion projects, I'm a huge overthinker, because I'm thinking about it now. I've had this idea since 2009, 2010. It's like been in my head, and I've had characters written out. I've changed multiple things since then. So I think it's time to just go ahead and just.
It's time.
Get it off the paper. So
right now, like going to hell. It's like, might as well get my dreams out there.
Right at this point, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
One last hoorah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, they got a. I just saw this thing in Tulsa. They had actually. So the guy, I know when my son used to play AAU basketball, they had a basketball team called We Are One, and now they just released I don't know if they just released it or if they are releasing it. A documentary called We Are One, and it's basically one of the filmmakers is, I think everybody's like young, with the exception of like the coach, that's the entrepreneur and everything. But basically, it focuses on their AAU basketball team, so they're doing some different stuff, trying to showcase like basically the whole gambit of somebody being a coach, mentor, a music artist, and an entrepreneur, and all that stuff. And then it's done by one of the students, I believe. So it's a pretty interesting little story that they're trying to tell. So I mean, I'm going to check it out, because I think it will be something kind of neat to see. Somebody trying to do something that's positive, and also where they are trying to showcase youth doing positive things and continue to kind of grow the art as well. Because I'd rather Tulsa not be known for the first 48 anymore. So,
Dang, the first 48. Whew.
Yeah, they film a lot of episodes in Tulsa.
I used to be on that show like White on Rice back then.
Yeah, my wife was
that's Judy and Divorce Court. I had a time when I was young. I had no business, but I had a time. We good. How are y'all? Pretty good.
We've been chilling all night. Like I said, we just casually yapping about any and everything.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, let's definitely make that. Get that project going.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they're gonna do here since they got rid of Prairie Surf Studios where they shot some of the scenes for the first Tulsa King in.
Hmm.
Because that's where they're going to build the new arena for the Thunder. So
Mm.
I know the lady who she used to be on. Man, I
Yeah.
forgot her name, but she was on like a couple of the Two and a Half Men shows. She's been on a lot of different stuff. But Rachel Cannon, I believe her name
Okay.
is. But she's helped get a lot of stuff rolling movie wise here in the city and what they've been doing. I know now she's kind of shifted into some other stuff, but she's still big into the art piece of the movie medium. And so I don't know what's different gonna happen with them tearing down the old Prairie Surf and get ready for the new Thunder Arena. But I do know that they still do a lot of stuff for film and TV here. A lot. They offer so many tax breaks
Yeah,
for it. And so
it's
and
good.
I just found out today that they have a whole there's like a whole stream of like networks when it comes to be it casting, be it being just anywhere down the pecking order of production. You
Hmm.
can reach out to different people and all that stuff. I was like, yikes! I did not know that. I only knew the people I knew. So
Yeah.
but it's a lot of folks. So I'll tell my
Yeah.
son, hey man, you might want to get into something like that.
And jump
Yeah.
on in.
It's
Why
an
not?
interesting thing. But I don't know. That I definitely um, applaud the courage is gonna take to get this rolling, RJ. Because I mean, I definitely know it ain't gonna be an easy thing.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of where I'm like, oh God, like, but I
Yeah.
feel like I just go ahead and I just need to go ahead and just do knock it out, even if I don't get anywhere, like knock it out. Like I never thought when I was reviewing movies and television that I would be interviewing the cast of anything, that I interviewed the cast from. So, it doesn't hurt to
Yeah,
just try it. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm with that.
Well,
So
yeah.
I get that, man. I'm to the point now where that's where I'm kind of like trying to get out of my. I keep telling myself I'm going to stop using the word try, and I'm just going
Mhm.
to get out of my own head and just do it.
yeah.
And what's the
Yeah.
worst can happen? Nothing. So
Well, they
Exactly.
the worst can happen is nothing.
Publix.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah. You guys have got
um,
you got this. This is the, first stage. You know, at some point I had to get on a stage in front of a whole bunch of people and act. And
It
I
was
was
growing up.
hell,
No.
but it had to be done.
Yeah. And
mhm.
Once
then
you
now you're in movies and
do
stuff.
it, yeah,
Yeah.
once you get through it, doors start opening up. You
Yeah.
start getting used to it. So do it now. Get that fear over with. Get that thing over with,
Okay.
and you will be fine. Get over that hump. Get out of your own way. You
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
yeah.
I am. Yeah, I am. I just gotta get over like being embarrassed about everything. Like,
No, you're good. And if anything, with this idea, you're going to be the creator. And I don't know, are you writing the script or are you wanting someone to write it for you?
I'm looking for a co-writer. Like I
Okay.
have ideas. I think I don't know how to format a script. I know how to write like in a book form because that's where I used to embarrassing again. I used to write fan fiction, and so like I know how to write. I know how to write in that form. Like the actual script is like, yeah. So
Okay. Yeah, that's easy to fix. Especially if the co-writer's used to writing actual scripts. That's how I
yeah.
started off at first. I started writing as if I was writing a book. And then I
Oh,
started
okay.
into script formatting. It's just
Got
another way of breaking down your thoughts and your world that you're creating. And so that's fixable.
Okay. Okay.
I think I may have a few writers too that I know of that write sci-fi horror type of stuff. So
Okay.
I'll reach out to them.
Okay. Good. Appreciate
they work for favors.
that. I got insured.
I know, right? Yeah, no, it depends on the contract that we get for SAG. To where it could be anything from like deferred payment or whatever, but they'll get something if it's something that gets what is it? Distribution.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Like I
So
said,
That part, that's a crazy process right there.
Mhm.
I was talking to, so I had made friends with, I don't know if you know it. I don't know if you saw Golly. He always, for some reason, he keeps playing all these that kind of weird outside roles, but he was the Mexican guy who got killed at the beginning of The Harder They Fall.
okay.
Oh,
Julio, okay, I always gonna mess it up and call him the boxer. Uh, Julio Cesar Cedilla.
okay.
And we when we were I was on this last film that I was in when I was in Hell, Texas, because it was hot as hell.
Mhm.
We were right by the Rio, and we had really became real tight. And he was telling me how the process works with when they are shopping them, films to
Yeah.
different distributors and stuff. And he says that somebody might bid XYZ amount of money or whatever. And he said, but they may want you to change stuff if they buy
Yeah.
it. And then
Yeah.
he said, but if you don't have any more production money, it turns into a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah.
So he was breaking it down, and he was just like, man, he says it's a big, crazy process. And he's worked on a lot of stuff, but he said he loves doing indie movies because he's not working around a bunch of people who are completely full of themselves.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
that's his big thing. And he actually lives in Dallas,
Yeah.
but he works kind of everywhere. And I always shoot him a message here and there. And I told him, I say, bro, you still owe me my pictures. You never send me my pictures. Because we took pictures together when we went on this tour. And then
Yeah.
he had pictures on his phone. He might have deleted them. Heck, I don't know. But he
Oh,
had pictures on his phone. He's like, yeah, I'll send them to you. I was like, all right, bet. I
And
texted him. I was like, bro, can I get my pictures?
oh
He
my
said, hell yeah, I
God,
got you. He still have to send
what
me.
pictures?
man.
We just, yeah. So what? Still haven't seen The Harder They Fall.
Oh, you gotta go
Yikes.
see it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no. Go on
Yikes.
Netflix. Oh,
Please go
For
see it.
real.
yeah, that was really good.
Top notch. My wife was even addicted to that movie, and she don't even like those style of movies. So,
Yeah, it was,
I
it
love
was, it was dope.
westerns.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll wrap it up now. Great discussion tonight. Very encouraging as well.
agreed.
Definitely.
So we don't know what our next week live is going to be because we were counting on Ironheart. So stay tuned. Maybe a movie, maybe a TV show. Make sure you
Oh,
are subscribed. Oh yeah.
it's supposed to be I Know What You Did Last Summer, I think.
Oh, boom. That is it. That is on the calendar.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll be doing I Know What You Did Last Summer next week.
Wait, sorry. Superman. That's the week
Yeah,
after.
Superman. Yeah, I know you did that summer's the 18th.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry.
Superman is Sunday.
That
Yes.
sounds about right.
Okay. So all right. So Superman is Sunday, y'all. And then I Know What You Did Last Summer is gonna be that next
Yes. The 20th.
20th.
Yeah. So we are
So-
still organizing and trying to break down these ideas for these giveaways and all that stuff. But if you guys are interested in any kind of prize packs or anything, you got to shoot us messages via our own social media DMs, or you can always email the Silver Sight brand at gmail.com. That way we can kind of start trying to figure out, divvy that stuff out. If you want to be a guest, hit us up. We
Yeah.
definitely are interested in, maybe having some surprise folks come on and speak their mind about what they got going on or what they want to see happen on the channel a lot more. For me personally, I know I've been working to grow my own channel. I know everybody is continuously working to do their own stuff. So any tidbits, things like that give us better ideas how to put content out there to help folks, we definitely are lending the
Yeah.
ear to it.
Y'all are definitely the best part about doing this, and
Correct.
when that's kind of how we know what works and what doesn't, is when we're told what works and what doesn't. And I appreciate all the feedback I get after air and things like that. And we really enjoy our audience, and we can't wait to grow with you guys. I know we had lost a few due to inactiveness and transitions of team members and stuff like that, but we really enjoy what we do. And we have a good time. And I had a good time tonight with you guys. So don't forget to like, share, most importantly, subscribe. We'll see you next Sunday. Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
This
All right.
Sunday.
Man,
This Sunday coming up.
yeah.
Later date.